Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura blind. Now, it seems I have run into a rather serious bug, because in fact, for the last 2 hours, off camera, I was trying to get Edward Willowsby to actually give me the quest to represent Trant in negotiations with Caladon. As mentioned here, Edward Willowsby wants you to convince King Farad's advisors that Caladon should join the Unified Kingdom, and I've got no luck of actually making the option appear, because previously there was an option to ask to be the negotiator, but he said I have too low of a persuasion skill, but now it doesn't even appear at all, and I've tried different combinations. In fact, there is something weird going on with my persuasion overall because of the blessings of the gods, because I can do this. Look, theoretically it's already maxed out, right? But if I put a point into it, then it disappears, but it doesn't increase, and then I can do this, which seems like a bug to me because it's pretty weird. It doesn't happen with any of the other skills. As you can see, I cannot upgrade this any further, nor this, but interestingly enough, if I speak with Willowsby now, I have the option of asking, I was wondering if you would reconsider me for negotiations, and he says no. This job will require an expert negotiator with the highest skill. So basically it happens like this all the way to this. There is still, I was wondering if you would reconsider me. No, it would require an expert negotiator with the highest of skills. And then if I save here and dump, all the remaining points into persuasion, then it no longer appears at all, which seems like a bug to me, but I have no idea of how to actually solve it at this point. I've not, even if I sink all of the points into it, nothing happens. The option to even ask to be the negotiator disappears. So I don't know why that is, and I find it rather annoying, but to rectify that I would have to go presumably hours earlier, before I even first talk to him, and then arrange it in such a way that I talk to him after I've already got the necessary charisma and persuasion. Then maybe it would work, but obviously I'm not about to do that. That's a little bit ridiculous, so I guess I will just have to skip that quest, because as you can see, this no longer appears here, and if I reload, I saved actually, which is not optimal because I dumped all of my points into persuasion, which includes one of the additional points. But basically, the principle is still the same, which is there was an option to ask before if I didn't have enough points, but now, after I supposedly have enough, the option has disappeared entirely. So I guess I will have to live with the fact that I will never finish this quest. Maybe it's something to do in the next playthrough, if I ever return to this game. I feel rather salty about this whole situation, especially after all of the trouble I went through to actually get max persuasion, because I will never get the mastery, but oh well. As I said, I don't see any solution to the situation apart from going 20 hours back, which I'm not going to do, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, as far as my quests are concerned, I don't know where to find the Amulet of Ntala, so this is on hold. I'm not taking the skulls to the phrenologist yet, because they are used as evidence in a pretty fucked up conspiracy by the gnomes, who are supposedly breeding half-ogres to use them as slaves and bodyguards, and they are breeding them via like a breeding farm where they have human women imprisoned and raped. So this is so fucked up. I wasn't even expecting it to like, I wasn't expecting this level of horror to be mentioned in the game, but that's something I'm currently investigating. I'm not stealing the elven funerary stone because it seems like a dickish thing to do, and generally I don't see any reason to do it. Kill 3 pigs, I don't particularly care about that. Bring Ogden the book, this is on the Isle of Despair. I don't particularly care about going back there either, unless I am required to at some point. Eric Obsidian wants you to find the Iron Clan. Now this has me a bit stumped, because I need the glass key to open the door to the Iron Clan, and the glass key seems to be in the Temple of the Panarii in Caladon, but they don't want to give it to me. So I wonder if maybe I will be able to persuade them after I find the real bones of Nasruddin, because this is my main quest for now. This, I don't know, why is this even here? I've already killed Garrick Stout, so I assume this is a bug. Find a cure for Cynthia's werewolf curse. I'm working on it. Yeah, find Nasruddin. This is my main quest for now. It requires me to go to the island of Thanatos to find the real bones of Nasruddin, because the ones in Caladon are a fake. So maybe once I return, the Panarii can be persuaded to what's the to actually sell me or give me the glass key that I will then use to find the Iron Clan. Yeah, this is bugged, unfortunately. This is bugged beyond recognition. I have spent like 2 or 3 hours off camera trying to get this quest, but I've run out of ideas, as you can see. It's pretty weird, so I guess I will have to live with not completing this. I'm not assassinating the king. I accepted it because I felt at the time that if I back down, then, you know, the would-be assassin, you know, my employer assassin kind of would get spooked, and something wrong would have happened. So I pretended to want to do this, but I'm not going to. Arthur Tyrone, yeah, this is about the gnome conspiracy. He wants you to find proof of the half-ogre breeding done on the half-ogre island. This is near the island of Thanatos, where supposedly the bones of Nasruddin are. So pretty much what this leaves me with is the only loose end on the continent, I believe, is Virgil, right? Because a couple of hours ago, Virgil said he went away from my party, and he said that he needs to go back to Caladon. Now, his brother is buried in Caladon, and it seems weird to me if the game would just allow Virgil to leave unceremoniously like that, and you know, not be significant in any way in the rest of the game, because that seems kind of pointless. Like, he was such an important character for the most of it. So I guess the last thing, well, the last couple of things I'm going to do are all concentrated in Caladon, because first of all I'm going to search all of it, like, pretty thoroughly. I will speed it up because it's obviously not going to be particularly fun to watch, but I will search it rather thoroughly to make sure that I cannot find Virgil anywhere there, because he specifically said he's going to Caladon, so, you know, he should be somewhere over there, or at least there should be some clues as to where he went after, because, you know, if the game wanted me to not know, if the game wanted me to not know where he is, then all it had to do is just have him not say anything, right? So if he said he's going to Caladon, then I assume there must be some significance to the fact that he said that. So that's one thing. I will also make sure to talk with the Panarii again to make sure I cannot devise some way to get the glass key to the Iron Clan. And the third thing is I will enter the castle and see if the king of Caladon has maybe appeared. Because maybe I can get the negotiation quest sort of from the other side, as it were. You know, maybe I can approach the Caladonians and then somehow get roped into the negotiations. So, let me take a look. Okay, so I will search every building in the city for Virgil. Obviously I will speed it up, as I said, because that's not particularly interesting. I'm not going to search the sewers yet, but I feel like eventually I might have to. There's a trapdoor here, but is this guy the trap specialist? So I might eventually have to look through this trapdoor as well. After all, you know, Virgil might have been kidnapped or something. You know, he might be held somewhere if he's not in any visible place. Mr. Razzia, I have some questions. Wait, I have some questions about the passport you made? Ah, that's about Stennar Rockcutter, right? I have some questions about a passport you made. I don't know anything what you're talking about. I do not make passports. That's against the law. Mr. Preston Radcliffe begs to differ. Show passport. Being shocked and slightly afraid. Where did you get that? I found it on his body in the wreckage of the IFS Zephyr. He looks at you warily. Who was this man anyhow? You're not the only person who has been asking questions. There have been others looking for him? A couple of thugs came by right after the Zephyr left Caladon. They wanted information about him. When I refused to talk, they decided I needed a little encouragement. You see pain in his eyes. I do not know who they were. What did you tell them? I told them that I had made him a passport, that he had chosen Preston Radcliffe as his name, a gnome from Tarant. I also informed them that they were too late. He had just departed on the Zephyr, and there was nothing they could do about it, or so I had thought. What did they do? They were insistent that I gave them the information on how to get to Zephyr. I laughed bitterly and told them they were out of their mind. Crazy old Maxim had built the Zephyr in his factory outside of the town, and it was just one of a kind. You told them where the factory was? I thought nothing of it. Everyone knew where Maxim's factory was. It was that very night that it burned to the ground. That is all I know. Oh, so that kind of connects again with the aeroplanes, actually, because I guess it was the Dark Elves who told the half-orcs to, or was it half-ogres, to steal the planes so that they can pursue the IFS Zephyr and bring it down. Thanks. Okay, but anything more? I've got no patience for dwarves today. Please, just move on. I've got a few questions. Listen, buddy, I don't have time for your interruptions. If you need assistance, speak with the shopkeeper. Okay, what about you? Yes, friend, is there anything I can do for you? Will you train me to be an expert at backstabbing? That's an interesting question to ask random people. And let us trade. We have nothing of interest to you, sir. Goodbye. Okay, a locked barrel. Oh! There's an unlocked trapdoor here. Well, I don't remember if I was here specifically, so let's go then. There's some kind of a struggle. Okay, anything interesting on them? A balanced sword, which I do believe I already gave to my followers, so it doesn't really matter that much. And some bullets. Scroll of Resurrect. Okay, might be useful. I've already bought one before, because my followers themselves are kind of retarded. They even if they have the spell, Resurrect, they never use it. So who is that? What? What? That's literally Virgil with everything he owns dead. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but I guess the game was kind of lenient towards me, because it left this scroll of resurrection here specifically for me. So I assume it wants me to do exactly this, so let's do it. Well?
Greetings, my friend. It seems we both have come a long way. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me back.
Virgil's seems changed. There is a strange look in his eyes, one of peace, but also one of emptiness. He regards you calmly. Thank you. Ah, okay, he said that already. Virgil, what happened here?
These men. They were the men who killed my brother, Lawrence. I had come here tonight to confront my past, once and for all. I knew that it would most certainly lead to my own death, but I just couldn't run from it any longer.
He looks around them almost with pity. So I guess he came here to avenge his brother? Could you tell me your story? You know, the full story, Virgil?
Yes, it no longer holds any power over me. Before I met you, before I met Joachim, I was very different. I was a criminal, really. An evil man. There's no other way to say it, and I don't mind admitting it to you now.
Okay. So I suspected that much.
I lived my life like a dead man. Well, at least in the sense that I used to view such things. I cared very little for anything at all. I lived only from moment to moment. No sense of right or wrong. I stole or lied or even killed with no thought for morality or consequence. And the men I associated with were the same way. Such lives feed upon themselves.
Mm-hmm.
My family moved to Caladon when I was younger. Lawrence and I were close in our early years, but the life I chose to lead as I grew older was repulsive to him. We finally had a falling out. At the time, I didn't care. The dead have no family and remember not their pasts. This place is a place for the walking dead, a place where men gather to feed their darker sides. I knew it well, too well. I spent a lot of time here, time and money. I also gambled with men who make a living doing so, and one night, I lost more money than I had.
Okay.
I was threatened physically when I couldn't pay, but what is pain to dead men? I laughed and bled and spat on them. It was only then that they threatened to kill my brother if I didn't pay. Of course, I thought it was only a threat, and really, in the end, I didn't feel anything about the matter. I'd left all that behind me, or at least that's what I thought.
Okay, so they basically killed his brother because of his debts.
I can't tell you the pain which tore open my very soul when I found Lawrence, bleeding and broken, the life gone out of him. I cursed myself and the gods and everything else I had forsaken, and I ran. I ran so far and so fast that I don't remember anything until I woke up on the doorstep of the Panarii Temple, where Joachim took me in.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
And doesn't that seem like so very long ago, Virgil?
Oh, so that's finally Elder Joachim himself. He was meant to meet me for quite some time. I guess he finally did. What? Who are you?
I am Elder Joachim.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Joachim.
Yes, it is I. I must apologize. I have been so busy trying to find out who is trying to kill you and why, that I neglected to consider the fact that you might need my help in other matters. But you are alive, and so I rejoice.
How did you know where to find us?
I'd heard that Virgil was back in Caladon, alone. I feared the worst, as I knew a little more about his past than you did. I've been searching for him for the past week, and only now did I find him. You've changed much, young Virgil.
Yes, Joachim, and I have seen much, but I still remember the lessons you taught me. They have brought me through all of this, even through death itself.
Okay.
I knew from the moment I saw you that you were special somehow, that you were meant for more than the life you left behind. And I see that I was right. The Living One could not have chosen a better companion. You will be a powerful ally in the battle to come.
What have you been doing, Joachim?
Well, since I left Stillwater, I've been trying to find out if the prophecies say any more about what it is you're supposed to be doing. Unless I've missed something, Arronax hasn't yet returned. What have you found out?
Tell him.
Ah, that is quite a tale. You've done very well, and I think your journey is approaching the end.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that as well. I hope so. Are you coming with us, Joachim?
No. I think that you are in capable hands. I am no longer needed here, but I'm sure I can find something to keep me busy. Good luck. May the spirit of Nasruddin be with you and guide your path. Farewell.
Farewell to you. Virgil, you were saying?
I was just saying that I came here tonight to face my past, and to avenge my brother whom I betrayed. These men were the men who killed him. I knew that I wouldn't survive, but the weight of his death and my cowardice were too much to bear any longer. And here you found me.
Can I ask you a few questions about it, Virgil?
Yes, of course.
You should have told me. I would have helped you.
I know you would have, but this was a journey that I had to make myself. This all sounds so bloody serious, doesn't it? This wise and introspective gibberish doesn't fit me very well. I'll do my best to put a cap on it. But it has changed me for the better. And I thank you once again.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
And what about death, Virgil? Tell me of it.
It was, well, peaceful, I suppose. I remember very little. I have memories of a gray place, warm, silent. There was no pain there, no suffering. And I remember feeling that it was boundless. A place that was no place, not a prison nor a punishment, but freedom without end.
You sound as if you enjoyed it somehow.
I did, in a strange way. You've no idea what it's like to let go of everything that constitutes our struggles in this life. Pain, greed, envy, guilt. It's liberating, even in its emptiness. I can honestly say that I wanted to come back, to finish what I began with you, but that a small part of me wanted very badly to stay. And I think that I carry that great place with me always. A small piece of death.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
So, tell me, Virgil, was it worth it? Do you feel that weight any less?
Yes, I saw Lawrence, you see. I saw him on the other side. He didn't really speak, but I felt that he was at peace, that he held no ill will towards me. That lessened my guilt, allowed me to see that those choices I'd made were made by someone else, another man, and that I had left that man behind.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
I'm glad you're back. Will you join us again?
I do not like to travel with that many people. It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, so somebody is definitely going out. I prefer Virgil over one of those people who don't even speak. I think I'm going to let Joramon go, because Varomon might have some interesting interactions in the end. He's not even, he's of a very uncommon race, so maybe something interesting will happen with him. Although if it hasn't since I recruited him, then I doubt it will. But between Varomon and Joramund, I think Varomon has at least a greater possibility of doing something interesting.
Was there anything else, my friend?
Yeah, I will go now, but I will return for you in a second.
If you need me, I will be meditating outside the Panarii Temple here in Caladon.
Yeah, actually you won't, because I will be... talking back with you very, very shortly. I will leave him the armor, actually. It's kind of rude to leave the guy naked and then tell him to basically fuck off. You... What may I do for you, sir? Actually, just go your own way. It was good adventuring with you. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday. I doubt it, but oh well.
Hello, my friend. It is good to see you. What is it you need?
I was wondering if you would like to join me again, Virgil.
Yes, of course I will journey with you. As your protector and as your friend. As if I've got a bloody choice. Aren't we all just pawns of prophecy? And something else. I'm not sure, but I think that something has happened to me as a result of all this. I may be better equipped to face Aranax when the time comes.
Okay, so shall we?
Yes. Let us continue on.
Okay, so he probably doesn't have... Yeah, right. That's exactly kind of what I expected. Okay. So... I'm actually quite glad to have Virgil back, especially because he seems such an important character overall to the story. Let's see if I can sell any of the armors here. Magical Smith? Nope. What about you? Nope. Oh, what about the dwarven plate and the helmet? Maybe they will buy this. Okay, he will buy this, at least, but I guess I need to find a regular smith over here. Now, let me check if he has not reverted to automatic leveling. That would be a pity. Yeah, he did. Okay, so no scheme. I can sell this, at least. Pyrotechnic axe. Sounds interesting. Let's take a look at it. Pyrotechnic axe, you say? That would be blacksmithing, probably. Forget those uncontrollable fire elementals that are always attacking you instead of your enemy. With the pyrotechnic axe, made by combining the featherweight axe and fuel, you can leave behind those magical miseries and become the fiery god of Inferno all by yourself. Amazing. Okay, actually, Logair has fuel, so... And I think I can buy fuel from inventors as well. So I might actually make pyrotechnic axes for all of them. You lack the expertise. How do I check how much do I need? Where is it displayed? How do I check that? Because I assume they are talking about aptitude in a particular field, but how do I check where is it displayed? How much do I need? Because if I go in here, it does not seem to tell me. Obviously my smithing is at 35, so it's not super high. Well, I guess I will return to it later. Probably need to spend more points on it. But still, the schematic itself might be useful. Will you buy this, actually? Nope. Oh well, I will have to carry it for some time, I guess. Let's check if the king is in the castle. Nope, it's still the advisory board. You're not supposed to be here. Please leave the throne room immediately. Okay, but wait. In the kitchens, there was supposed to be a guy I was supposed to contact to kill the king, right? And he was supposed to gain me access to the king? So maybe this way I can actually talk to him and warn him that there is a plan to kill him. Let's try that. Wait. How do I... Okay, I guess I'm not coming through, because this is locked here, and this is locked as well. Oh well. I guess that's all because I cannot get the quest to negotiate with Caladon, which is this quest over here. It has been rather irrevocably screwed, it seems, and I really ran out of ideas how to figure that out a rather long time ago, so I will have to live with the fact that I'm never going to do it. Okay, so let's go and talk with the Panarii one more time to make sure I cannot get the key of glass. Who's that? Oh, that's Virgil. How did he do that? How did he come from here?
Wait! Do you see that man? The one at the front of the temple?
Yes, who is that?
That's Alexander, first acolyte of the Panarii Church. I never thought I'd actually lay eyes on him.
Yeah, I already talked with him quite extensively, but I guess Virgil wasn't with me then. What about him?
The man's a living legend. Joachim used to tell me stories about him. Not a nobler soul in all of Arcanum, it said. And he's a skilled warrior as well. Not the sort you want to tangle with.
Okay, let's see if he has any additional dialogue. In the name of Nasruddin, I welcome you, my friend. How can I help you today? I have a few questions. Of course, honored one. I live to serve. I've been uncovering some strange things. I think I mentioned everything about this. However, the only actual mystery is the writing on the sarcophagus, right? I've seen the inside of Nasruddin's crypt. What did you find? I retrieved a skull. It's human and not elven. Alexander's face goes hard as stone. This is grave news. Obviously the remains are fake. if you find out what all of this means, return to me. Was there anything else? Yes, I've made some observations concerning the crypt and the remains. Alexander's fists clenches when you tell him of Mannox. You can see that he's just barely controlling his rage. I see. If you find what all of this means, return to me. If indeed my family, the blood of Mannox was spilled for some darker plot, you can be assured that there will be retribution. I swear it by my life. Was there anything else? Yeah, the message, the actual message on the sarcophagus. This is the strange glass device, but I cannot, it's locked, and I cannot talk with Hadrian anymore. He just looks up at me with haunted eyes, but says nothing before lowering his head once again. So I don't know how to get that. The only unsolved mystery that still remains is the actual message on the sarcophagus. But I cannot make them repeat it, I guess? And I don't remember what it said. I must take a look at my journal. Maybe it's recorded in the rumors section. Have you discovered anything about the remains of Nasruddin? Not yet. A shame. Come to me and speak once you have. Okay, so let's take a look at the rumors section. On the lid of the sarcophagus was a cryptic message which seems to be painted in blood. There was an illustration of a broken ring with an X within, as well as 2 words in a tongue unknown to me. Okay, and does it mention what the translation was? Damn it. Gunter told me of the meaning of the words on the inside of the crypt. The first word meant opposite, and the second means truth. He knew not the meaning of the broken ring. Wait, the broken ring would be the Ring of Brodgar, right? But what's the opposite of the truth? The opposite of the truth is a lie, unless it means that the opposite of something is the truth. That I need to do the opposite of whatever seems to be true. Okay, there was something about the Ring of Brodgar specifically in the town of Ashbury, not Ashbury, in the town of Roseborough. I believe there might be like a monument mentioning it or something. So let me, because that's literally the last thing I have to do before I leave the continent and go to Thanatos, which, as I said a number of times, seems like a very final thing to do. So let me just go to Roseborough and try to remember, what was it about the Ring of Brodgar specifically? Because, Roseborough is supposedly close to the location of the Ring of Brodgar. So if the Ring of Brodgar is the opposite of the truth, then maybe by going, I don't know, away from it, I can discover something. I don't know. Let me travel back there and see if it if it jogs my memory in any particular direction. I'm still very salty about the failure.
I am awed by your abilities.
Let the blood flow.
But by the failure of the Tarant negotiation quest. But what can I really do about it? I've spent around 3 hours running around in different configurations off screen, and I'm really out of ideas at this point. Oh well, when playing the game for the first time, blind, you can never expect to find everything, and to be honest, I'm still quite happy with the amount of things I managed to do. Oh, this stone was found in the middle of the Ring of Brodgar. The meanings on its marking are unknown. It has been moved here to protect it from the ravages of tourism. So this stone is from the Ring of Brodgar, so I feel like it might be linked, and it has some numbers. I remember those are coordinates, right? I tried looking them up on the map, but 30 is such a low number, it ends up in a very corner of the map. It doesn't make much sense, but maybe I need to sum them together, because you can see the particular directions figure a number of times. For example, southwest, you've got here and here. So give me a second. Let me get a piece of paper. So it would be southwest, southeast, northeast, and northwest. So summing up the southwests, it would be 45. Then southeast, it's 55, 105, 155 southeast. Then northeast would be 20, that's 50, that's 90, and then northwest would be 20. Okay, to be honest, this still seems to make no sense, because the numbers, first of all, how can it be both northeast and northwest and southeast and southwest? It cannot be, like, it isn't a point on a map, it's some kind of a route, I guess. Let me actually take a look at the map. So I'm at 427 west and 1409 south. So yeah, this, like, southwest isn't even a thing, because you only have the cardinal directions, and even then you cannot go east. Like, you literally can only go 0 west and 0, and incidentally, yeah, you cannot go north. You can only be on the southern, I guess, hemisphere, and you cannot go east. You are always in the west. So I totally don't get that, to be honest. Although, wait. 45, 155. Is there even... No, it cannot... It points to, if you go with such low numbers, and 155 is the highest one anyway, you end up in the middle of a sea? Like, I don't get that. And even then, it said, there was a... in the message, in the sarcophagus, there was a picture of a ring, and then it said opposite and truth. So, but even if I were to, like, somehow convert that, then it still would point into 4 different directions, somehow, because southwest, if you would go opposite, it would become north, it would become northeast, but then southeast would become northwest, and northeast would become south, west. Wait. Maybe this will actually really lead somewhere, because as I've determined by looking at the map, I'm sort of locked in one hemisphere. I cannot go east, because I'm always in the western part, and I can't go north. So maybe by converting this something, southwest would be northeast if you were to go by opposites, right? Then southeast would be north. Northwest. Then northeast would become southwest, and then northwest would become southeast. Now, the only directions I can go with is southeast, right? So, but it points me at southeast 20 or 155, depending on which ones I use. So it's literally still nothing, because it's like in the middle of the sea. Even if you go by 100, it's still it's still in the middle of the sea, basically. So I doubt this is going to help me in any way. Unless I'm supposed to keep the southeast values that were already here, and then just add the converted southeast, but that would still be 170. I totally don't get that. It seems significant, but oh, wait. Is this the actual Ring of Brodgar? Did I never notice that? You know, that seems mightily important,
that you wanted me?
actually, so, you know, I should perhaps just go there and investigate there instead of standing here in the middle of nowhere and wondering about some cryptic message. Although, to be honest, the message does seem important. You know, it must serve some kind of a purpose. I just totally don't understand it. Okay, if this is the Ring of Brodgar itself, then it seems kind of insignificant. I cannot interact with anything here. Wait. Maybe I need to look on my local, because as you can see, the values are much different on the local map. I'm currently here in Roseborough, and theoretically on the global map, my coordinates are very, very large, but here they are relatively. Wait, maybe they are the same, and I'm just an idiot. No, they are definitely not the same. Or wait. Do they stay? Whatever I pick through here? Oh, they do. So that was just me wondering about things that don't even matter. Okay, I'm definitely confused, that's for sure, but I'm pretty sure the stone there with the numbers must have some kind of significance, right? Because Otherwise, why would it even exist? And the message displayed the ring, and then the opposite and the truth. So I would this ring, this stone comes from the ring, found in the middle of the Ring of Brodgar. So it would stand to reason that I need to go the opposite of whatever this is pointing towards. But the problem is, I have no idea what it is pointing towards, because those coordinates don't seem to make much sense to me when you look at them from the perspective of the world map. They are simply two small values. You land in the middle of the sea with such a small set of values. So wait. Am I going crazy? This changed again, didn't it? Let me move a little bit. Let me look at it. 445 west, and then let me move in one of the directions. 445. Oh wait, it's still the same. So, am I going insane? Might very well be. $445. Okay, still 445. And still 445. So I guess this doesn't matter. It's just random, or it represents the last value of the world map that I looked at. Yeah, but even values such as 150 would just go into the sea. So this is pretty much pointless. Wait. Why is there a waypoint at 1.1? This is an unknown area, but I cannot travel to there. Are there waypoints on each? No. Okay, this is seriously suspicious to me. But obviously I probably can't go there. And to be honest, it kind of seems like a bug, but yeah, the coordinates stay the same to the last point where you pointed your cursor at the world map. So I guess that's kind of pointless. But I have no... The numbers must be relevant somehow, right? Even if they are not connected with this specifically, they must mean something. The developers of the game wouldn't have put such a mysterious object in the game if it served no purpose at all, because that would be kind of cruel and pointless. But the problem is, I have absolutely no idea what it actually means and how to correctly interpret it. Found in the middle of the Ring of Brodgar. Yeah, but this definitely seems like a set of coordinates, but they don't seem to make much sense to me. I think I will have to think on it a little bit, because this episode has been long enough. So I'm going to save here and actually end it here for this one. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.